Yeah, baby, you are. Hey, baby.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Love your imperfections, every.
Hello Libra, this is your reading for the month of March. Alright, so we're going to get into some things first. Things first, if you are interested in following me on Twitter, my Twitter is Oshun's Rose. I also have an Instagram where I post lots of fun tips, information for each of the signs, as well as just some spiritual tips and info that you guys would be interested in. Also, my Instagram is Oshun's Rose as well. If you're interested in following me on TikTok, where I post lots of previews of all of my readings, first thing, as well as other unique pick a cards and information for you guys, you can follow me on TikTok at the Rose of Oshun. All right. If you like this video and you'd like to get more updates and be the first to know about when my videos post to YouTube right away, you can subscribe to my channel. Make sure to like the video so that I'm able to pass the information on to more people like you who will be interested in the readings. All right. So I'm going to get started with your general cards first. So you have the Two of Pentacles here, the Knight or the Knave of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Nine of Swords. So I'm seeing here, Libra, that you are deciding whether or not you want to invest in yourself in the month of March. Since we're in Pisces season, in the beginning of March and moving into Aries season, you're going to be aspiring to a lot of big dreams and dreaming of meeting a lot of your goals in the month of March. You're going to be manifesting early on in March and dreaming of where you would like to see your goals take off in the future, whether it's career goals, goals just for where you want to be. Maybe you want to get in shape and go to the gym. Maybe you want to reinvent yourself. For others of you, this may also be relationship or family goals, but I'm getting for the majority of you, you're pretty focused on career and on climbing up the ladder of success in the month of March. As you get into Aries season at the end of March, Libra, you're going to be a lot more conscious of taking action. But I do see here with the Nine of Swords at the end of your reading that you're going to be a little bit anxious. You might be a little in your head, a little caught up in your own worries and your own anxieties and thoughts about your own apprehensions around what you want to achieve here. So even though you are right now in the decision-making process as far as what you want to achieve, where you want to be in life, and the risks that you're willing to take as far as what you want to do to get there, you are kind of holding yourself back in a way, or at least tempted to, with this Nine of Swords. So the universe is encouraging you this month of March not to think of all the things that could go wrong, but to think of all the things that could go right in your endeavors. So with the Two of Pentacles here and the Knave or the Page of Pentacles right next to it, the universe is encouraging you to keep taking action little by little towards those goals that you want to achieve. And sooner than later, you are going to take a lot more momentum in the direction that you want to go in. You're going to be going full speed ahead. For some of you, this might reflect a relationship with a nurturing person in your life, and you're trying to decide whether or not you want to trust them more. For some of you, this may be a Cancer. For others of you, this could be someone who embodies the traits of a Cancer. It may be a woman in your life who you have a relationship with, romantic, platonic, or someone in your family that you're thinking about strengthening your relationship with. And with this Nine of Swords, I see that you do have some reservations and some worries about that and building that relationship with this person. You may wonder if they're trustworthy, if this is a relationship that you should invest in, and also if they're going to let you down or disappoint you in the future. Because deep down, you're wondering if this investment emotionally physically and mentally is worth it. So with the Knave of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that the universe is encouraging you to take things little by little, step by step. You won't be overwhelmed, Libra, if you do things one day at a time, little by little, and kind of build on the progress that you want to make or on the relationship that you're building with this person. So you might want to call them one day, have a nice little conversation for an hour or so, and then just build on things little by little. You don't have to rush into the relationship. You can then go ahead and plan a day to go and see them, in the near future or something of that nature. But you want to make sure that you're pacing yourself and that you're making stable progress. And stable progress does not mean that you have to make a lot of progress every time that you work on your vision or this thing that you want to accomplish. It just means that you need to make progress little by little, day by day. So the universe really wants you to pace yourself so that you can achieve these dreams that you desire to achieve. And also with the Nine of Swords here, the universe wants to let you know that you're going to be a lot more anxious when you stop looking at all of the progress that you want to achieve and feeling as if you need to achieve everything at once all of a sudden. With the Nine of Swords here in the upright, what you really need to do in order to calm yourself is to think about the little things you can do each day to achieve your dreams or your desired goal. So your oracle card is Divine Might Foretold, and it's in the reverse. And this is letting me know for you guys that for the month of March, you're having a hard time with being anxious because you are not trusting the universe and thinking of this in the perspective that the universe is thinking of it in for you, or in the perspective that the universe sees your endeavor in. So with Divine Might Foretold, it's really asking you through this oracle card, the universe wants you to focus on the universal perspective of what you're doing, to focus on the big picture in order to see that, like many people, you are attempting to pursue your goals, you're attempting to achieve things, and no one attempts to achieve their goals without some hiccups down the road. No one is able to achieve their goals without making mistakes but learning from them. And the key is not how many times you fall down, but how many times you get up, Libra. So if you fall down 8 times, get up 9. And learn from the 8 times that you made those mistakes, that you tripped, that you stumbled, in order to make your path more steady and grounded in the future. Also with Divine Might Foretold, the universe does want you to trust it. The universe wants you to put your trust in the universe so that you can focus on learning from the path that you're on, as well as on just making sure that you are being patient with yourself, that you are trusting the path the universe has you on, and not trying to figure everything out right away. Everything as far as your path in this endeavor does not need to be figured out ahead of time. Some of you might be getting a lot of readings on what's going to happen in the future with a certain situation, and the universe wants to let you know that the reason that you are not 100% clear on what is going to happen is because the cosmos really wants you to just take things step by step to see where things are going without having to feel as if you need to control or know right away. All right. So now we're going to move to the pick a card part of the reading. So you can choose one of the 3 stones here. We have the beautiful opalite card number 1, or deck number 1. We also have pile number 2, lapis lazuli, and then pile number 3, the amethyst. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to decide, and then we're going to go to pile number 1. Okay, so for my pile number 1, those of you that chose the beautiful opalite stone, the opalite helps us to see things in a more optimistic way. So if you are looking for a crystal, or if you are looking to see things in a more optimistic perspective, or from a more optimistic perspective in your life, if you're looking to see things from the perspective of the universe, the opalite is a good stone to have. It also helps with luck appearing in your life as well. All right. So your first card here, pile number 1, is the Hangman. But the good thing about the Hangman here is that it is in reverse. So with the Hangman in reverse here, the universe is letting you know that it's time for you to get unstuck. There's an area in your life where you may feel as if you are stuck, where you may feel as if you've been stuck for a while. Maybe since January, you have felt as if you've been in a rut in life also. So with the Hangman here in reverse, this is a very good sign because it's showing that you are getting unstuck in the month of March, or at least in the season of Pisces. The universe is going to give you some clues as to how you can get yourself out of this rut, out of this maybe even a stage of stagnancy that you've been in since the beginning of January. So next we have your next two cards, the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel for a lot of you guys, you may be preoccupied right now with romantic endeavors, with a particular romantic relationship, and it may be getting in the way of your work here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you may be concerned with what this person thinks. You may be overly concerned with what your family or close relationships in your life might, or people in those close relationships in your life, and what they might feel about your endeavors. And this may have slowed you down. This may have made you feel as if you cannot complete the progress that you have, because it could be that you have people who are doubting you close in your life, that you have people who should be, or you feel could be, in your corner, but instead they are discouraging you. And if they're not outright discouraging you, they may just be distracting you from making the progress that you know you need to make. And the funny thing is that the area that you want to make a lot of progress in is an area that you are equally passionate about, that you are very enthusiastic about seeing improve within your life. So with the Lovers here upright, I do see that these people may not mean any harm. However, you do need to start focusing on your own feelings, opinions, your own ambitions, and stop waiting for those around you to support you before you make substantial progress. Because with the Seven of Wands here, I see that it is well within your reach in the month of March to make a lot of really great progress within the area of life that you are trying to achieve your goals in. So you might want to create some distance, some boundaries between those and those that you love while you're trying to work, and set aside some set time to work. Really communicate with those around you and let them know, hey, this is the time I'm planning on working, or I can't answer the phone right now. If you don't want to give them that much information, I'll call you back in a couple minutes or in an hour, or whatever you need to do. With the Seven of Wands here as the last card in your spread, Libra, for pile number one here, I'm seeing that you do have a lot of potential and also a lot of tenacity to make your dreams happen. For some of you, there may be someone in your life who is very close to you, but who is hating on your progress, who does not want to see you progress, especially here with the crocodiles in the bottom of the water. I see you trying to stave off negativity, naysayers, and those who might actually be pulling you back from the progress that you're trying to make. So if this is you, if you resonate with that, you might need to go ahead and to set some boundaries, and also to keep your progress to yourself. Not everything needs to be told. You might want to keep a journal so that you can keep your progress, a certain perspective on your progress for yourself, so that you can look back on how you feel and think, and give yourself the feedback that you've been craving from others. Because one thing that you don't want to do is to look for other people's feedback, their validation, and in the middle of that also sabotage your own progress. Because unfortunately, as we know, not everyone means us well and has our best interests at heart. So that's just something for you to think about, Libra, pile number one. If you are feeling stuck, then by creating these boundaries, by creating balance in your life between the relationships in your life and the progress that you would like to make in other areas of your life for your own well-being or career, you're going to see that you become unstuck, that you are no longer stuck in this pattern of feeling as if you're stagnant, of feeling as if you are turning your wheels, you are trying to drive, into the next lane that you want to be in, but that you're stuck in a rut, that you're not going anywhere, okay? So when you make these changes in your life, when you make this progress, you're going to find that you make a lot more advancement with the Seven of Wands. Progress is within your reach, especially towards the end of the month. You're going to see that you start to make a lot of headway in the areas of life where you want to see yourself progress. All right, so now we're going to go to your oracle cards, and the first one that you have is Supernatural. miraculous, inexplicable, otherworldly. All right, and this card is in the reverse. So here's what I want to say to you guys. For one, I think that you're going to make a lot more progress when you start to trust the universe, when you start to make some time to meditate, when you start to make some time to get in touch with the higher power, with the universe. If you believe in connecting with your ancestors or connecting with your guides, that's definitely something that you could do in order to get some direction from the unseen, in order to make progress in your goals. The universe is saying that one of the things that you're missing in your endeavors is in having that communication with the universe. You might be so focused on the things in the 3D, material wealth, your friends around you, or yourself, that you're forgetting that there's a higher power that makes this all possible, and that universal power is also there to help you to feel supported, to help to encourage you. That the universe wants you to build a relationship with it just as much as you have a relationship with your mother, your siblings, your sisters, your significant other. So it's really a great time, especially during Pisces season, when it's so easy to be able to get into a communication, to get into a relationship with your higher powers or whatever it is that you might believe in. It's a really great time to be able to forge a relationship where you can ask for support, where you can ask for signs from the universe as to what you should do, and seek a support that is even greater than what your human relationships in the 3D would be able to give you, and that can support you in a way and with a strength that you may not find within the 3D realm and the 3D relationships that you have. So your next oracle card is Kunturyachak, Blessings from the Sun, Hanapacha. And with this card also in the reverse, this is letting me know, for my pile ones, you guys really need to work on your 7th chakra, your highest chakra, and really feel more connected to the universe through doing that. So if you want, you can look up meditations on your 7th chakra. It's the purple chakra that's right above your head. That helps you to feel connected to God and the universe. Because with both of these cards in reverse, it's letting me know that the universe wants to be there for you. The universe wants to connect with you, to communicate with you in various ways. But because you're so focused on the 3D and what others want from you, you might be missing these blessings. And the fact that you're not aware of what's going on in the spiritual realm means that you might be missing the ways in which the universe is trying to send you these blessings, the signs that the universe may be sending you that you might be missing because of the fact that you're not aware that the signs are there in the first place. So really take some time out to get into nature, to get connected, and you might even want to get some crystals, because it's a great way to have a physical object that also helps you to connect with the spiritual realm. Make sure that you are asking, whether that's through praying or just asking the universe, just as you would ask a person, what you should do in certain situations, and the universe will be able to give you that guidance that perhaps you're having a hard time getting from other support systems in your life. All right, so pile 1, that is your reading for the month of March. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you can be the first to learn about other pick a cards that I'm going to post as well pretty soon on the channel. I'm not just going to have your astrology readings for the month, but I'm also going to be doing some other great pick a cards so you guys can get some additional guidance from the universe about other issues or concerns or just topics in your life that you might be curious about. All right, make sure that you follow me on Twitter at Oshun's Rose and on TikTok at the Rose of Oshun, as well as on Instagram at Oshun's Rose as well. All right, guys, so thanks so much for joining me today for this reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, this reading is for my pile 2s, those of you that chose the beautiful lapis lazuli stone. All right, so let's get into it and see what's going on for you for the month of March. So the first card we have here is the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the 9 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 5 of Pentacles, and your last card is a World card in reverse. So I feel like for a lot of you, you may have been making a lot of progress in a certain area of your life, This is definitely my ambitious pile. Those of you that do not stop until you see the progress that you want to make. For a lot of you, you may be the type that you're always thinking about different ways that you can make money. You're constantly hustling, trying to make more money, trying to make different areas of your life lucrative, and trying to make sure that you are always progressing and that you're not stopping until you see your achieved or desired goal. I feel like a lot of you may have the horse as your spirit animal, or you may have a personality that's very similar to the horse, very determined and very driven. And when you do have a goal, you put your blinders on until you're able to achieve whatever goal that is. With the Hierophant, I do see that you have a life path where you are definitely destined to do certain things, and you are very aware of this. You definitely feel as if you have a certain skill set or strength that you may have been aware of since you were a child. There may be different things that you have always been determined to do since your teenage years as well. But with the Hierophant here next to the Five of Pentacles, I see that there has been a certain dip in your success as of late. You may have had a huge disappointment or something that fell through. This could have been with a relationship, or it may have even been with a career endeavor that just fell through for you. And this caused a lot of disappointment, and in a lot of ways it may have turned your world upside down. It may have shaken the foundations of good fortune that you felt like was coming your way. However, I do see here that what you need to do is be very aware of the energies around you. I feel like for a lot of you, you may have people that single you out to try to be destructive to the positivity that you try to create. For some of you, you might have people around you, whether you're aware or unaware of this, that might enjoy seeing you fail, that might enjoy sabotaging certain endeavors that you have built for yourself and that you have planned for your success. I feel like you are a careful planner, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here at the beginning of your reading. A lot of you may have some strong earth placements. You might be an earth rising or an earth moon, or have a lot of your planets in your natal chart in earth houses, because a lot of you do seek stability, and not only stability but high achievement and success. And this definitely catches the eye of those around you and brings you wanted and unwanted attention. So with the World card here in reverse, I'm seeing that there may have been a temporary delay in a lot of your achievements. There may have been something that you wanted to get that was going to put you ahead, such as a degree, a vehicle. You may have been saving up to purchase a car, and the purchase then fell through. Some of you may have been trying to buy a home or something for your children as well. For others of you, you may have been planning on traveling, and somewhere along the line there may have been money that fell through. There may have been a job loss or something that made you take a noticeable step back from the goals that you were planning on achieving. However, the universe wants you to know that this momentary loss was only a brief lesson. It was just an opportunity for you to be able to learn what you need to do so that this doesn't happen in the future. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper into this and see what else is going on for you through your oracle cards. In addition to that, if you guys are involved with a person in a relationship, you may have been involved with someone who pulled a rug up from under you and who no longer wanted to be in the relationship, or who pulled back from you, with the Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, and then this Five of Pentacles. There also may have been someone who broke your trust. And if this is the case, they may have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it may have been somebody that you felt as though you could depend on, who fell through on you unexpectedly. And if this is the case, the universe does want to let you know that this may have been someone who you thought was your person, and they either may have been a karmic lesson that you needed to learn things from, or they could have also been just someone who needs to learn some more lessons in life and grow before they're able to make that final commitment to you, that is represented here by the Hierophant. So right now what you need to do, no matter what you might resonate with, what aspect of the reading you may have resonated with, what you need to do in order to recover from this appropriately and to be able to make sure that this doesn't happen again in the same way in your life, is to protect yourself. So we're going to go ahead to your oracle cards and see what they have to say for you as well. So with Sorceress of Light, Hai Aka, what this is letting me know is that you are surrounded by light. You are a being that has been brought to earth so that you can bring awareness, so you can bring enlightenment, and you also are probably the type of person that catches a lot of attention, or that sometimes gravitates or attracts unwanted attention. With the owl here, a lot of these negative experiences have happened so that you can gain wisdom down the road, so that you can become the bearer of light that you were meant to be on this earth, so that you can have that wisdom that is meant for you to have through these uncomfortable experiences. With the seashell earrings that Hayaka has on as well, a lot of you might feel very comfortable healing in the water or around water. Even if you don't live in a place that's near water, you can always go to a fountain or even make a bath and get connected to nature, the earth, and the element of water. So for a lot of you, what needs to be done is you need to really protect yourself from the negative influences and the negative energies of those around you. In order to do this, you can just get some Florida water, or you could get some obsidian, which is a great crystal that can help to block negative energies from interfering with the things that you have planned to do. With the Sorceress of Light card as well, the universe is encouraging you to strengthen and protect your light. Take time to take care of yourself. Take time to bathe in the sunlight, or to go out on days when it's sunny to get some sunlight, because that can help to energize you both spiritually and physically. Also, the universe wants you to spend some time around animals. This could be by simply going to the park and watching the birds, or going to a dog walking park with your dog, or walking past a dog walking park where there are lots of animals having fun and enjoying life, enjoying the positive energy of the universe, because this is going to have a positive effect on your own natural energy also. It's also going to reverse any negative effect energetically that these experiences have had on you. If you've been crying a lot, if you're drained, if you have been feeling down in the dumps, or if you've just been feeling overwhelmingly negative or pulled down, getting out in nature is going to help reverse those effects of that negative energy for you. And we also have here the card transmission, spreading of conditions, influence, impact. So with the transmission card in reverse, this is again letting me know what was emphasized in your first oracle card as well as in your tarot spread, that you need to do a lot of, take some time to yourself, do a lot of self-care that involves spending time alone in order to minimize the negative effects that these negative events may have had on you, to detox yourself of the negative emotional and energetic impacts of whatever loss you may be grieving, as well as whatever disappointments and setbacks you have experienced in the recent past. So for a lot of you, for my pile twos, one thing that you need to do as well is just to start thinking about the positive progress that you want to take in the future, to replace these negative memories that you have, to replace this feeling of negativity, of these disappointments that you've experienced in your past, whether that was yesterday or whether it was a year ago. Also, you might want to replace some of your relationships if they have fallen through for you, if they have not been exciting or rewarding. Replace some of the people in your life that you have lost with positive influences, with positive people, with people who are making progress and who are very successful in the areas of life that they are pursuing, as well as who are very trustworthy and who you can count on to bring positivity to your life. People with positive motives, who are not going to take away from the positive energy that you are trying to bring into your aura, into your energy yourself. All right. So pile two, that is your reading. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel so you can be the first to hear of all the readings that I post. I'm also going to be adding some regular pick a cards to the channel, so it's not just going to be astrology readings, but also some regular pick a cards as well, so that you can get some more information on things that you might be curious about, other areas of your life where you might need some guidance from the universe. Make sure that you follow me on TikTok, where I post a lot of previews for my readings. My TikTok is the Rose of Oshun. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Oshun's Rose, as well as Instagram on Oshun's Rose as well. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. This is the reading for those of you that chose the beautiful amethyst crystal. For those of you that chose amethyst, you might be needing some clarity of thought. Amethyst also helps with prosperity. So if you pick pile 3, this is definitely the reading for you. All right, so with the 5 of Wands in reverse at the beginning of your reading, as well as the 2 of Swords, I'm seeing here that you're recovering from conflict that recently occurred within your life. This could be family drama, this could be drama with your social group, but right now you're definitely in a place of reflection. For a lot of March, you're going to be reflecting on these events, on the drama that you may have been surrounded by. I don't feel like this drama really was centered around you, but you may have been surrounded by it, meaning that you could have lived in a house where there was a lot of drama. You could have had a social circle that has been involved in a lot of arguments, a lot of unnecessary competition. And with the 2 of Swords here, you are recovering from this. You have fallen back from this group of people. For some of you, this could even be a romantic connection that you have also. And for a lot of you, you have fallen back from these connections or from this connection. And you're now looking at what is best for you to do in the future, whether you should invest in these relationships or whether you should go your own way. All right, with the 9 of Chalices here also, I'm seeing that you're questioning your emotional investment in these relationships, and you're finding that for a lot of you, these relationships distracted you from the goals that you want to achieve that we talked about in your general Libra reading. For a lot of you, these relationships may have distracted you and really involved you, immersed you in this drama that happened within this group or with this person. For some of you, this has taken you away from feeling fulfilled. If you felt positive before you got involved with whatever group or whatever person this might be for you, you're now realizing that instead of feeling positive like you used to, you're now feeling frustrated. You now wake up with this on your mind all of the time, or it takes away from energy that you could be placing into your own goals or endeavors. So with the 4 of Swords in reverse at the end of your reading, I'm seeing that the answer for a lot of you to this issue is that you really just need to back away. You need to detach yourself from this group. You need to take some time for yourself and start pursuing things as an individual or with a group that is more focused on their own progress than they are with competitive drama. For a lot of you, it's best for you to detach yourself from this group first mentally, and this could also mean not answering texts right away or not answering texts at all, not going to gatherings where you know it's likely for these arguments, these fights, this drama to break out, or to cause you to lose peace within yourself. Because what I'm seeing here is that with the Ace of Pentacles in the center of your reading, you have a lot to offer, and your social groups, your friends, those that you are or that you've been in romantic relationships with, they consider you to be a great support. They value you, and you bring a lot to your social circle. So you're definitely right to contemplate whether or not this is worth investing in, because you have so much to give. And what's really important here with the 9 of Chalices in your reading also, Libra, is that this is not only taking away from you having meaningful relationships in your life, but it's also taking you away from investing in yourself, from feeling fulfilled within your own life, and meeting your own goals. And this is definitely concerning. This is why with the 4 of Swords here in reverse, it's important that you do not settle for relationships that cause you to be complacent, that you do not settle for situations where you're constantly arguing, constantly in drama, constantly drained by negative events and things going on in your life. So for a lot of you, this might mean that you need to take a step back from this relationship or this group of friends and communication with these people, and really reflect on how these people behave, and whether their behavior is something that might change or something that you just need to detach from and step away from for the time being, so that you can focus on yourself. This may mean that you need to find another group of friends or another person to spend your time with. For a lot of you, this might mean detaching and letting the people that you know about, or that you care about rather, know that there are certain things in your life you will and won't tolerate, and that there needs to be a new level, a new stage within your connection with these people, where this drama comes to an end in order for you to keep investing in these connections in your life. All right, so we're going to start with your first oracle card, and your first oracle card here is Amaru, the beautiful place. So for some of you, these relationships may be coming to a halt. For others of you, you may decide that you just want to go ahead and create new relationships, new connections in your life to replace the old that were dysfunctional. But the universe wants to let you know that the reason why you have experienced this conflict, this needless and unnecessary drama, is because the universe wants you to get to a more positive place, a place that is more beneficial for you and overall more beautiful for you in your life. The universe wants to cleanse the bad out of your life and start implementing the good. And so even if you might have to lose some connections because of these experiences, the universe wants to let you know that this is not all negative, that you are actually simply making room for the beautiful, for the more positive, for the good connections that are coming to you in your life. All right. So you actually got a lot of oracle cards for your deck number 3 for your pile. So I think you guys have more oracle cards than anybody else, and I feel like this is because it might be hard for you to detach from these negative relationships or this negative environment. These might be people that you identify with deeply. This could be siblings, this could be friends that you've been friends with since childhood. But the universe wants to let you know that it's okay to detach from these relationships. And I feel like the reason why you got so many oracle cards to begin with is because the universe wants to give you that extra support that it's going to take for you to take the progress and the steps that need to be made. So your next oracle card here is Blessings of the Supreme Being. And your oracle card is in the reverse. So I feel like the reason why this oracle card is in the reverse is partly because by you immersing yourself in this drama, in these negative events, in this conflict, it is blocking this positivity that wants to enter your life. It's just like when we keep our room dark, when we close the curtains, we block the sunlight from coming in. And in a lot of ways, immersing yourself in negativity and drama is closing the curtains in your life to the light that the universe wants to shine into your life experience, into your life. All right, so know that when you're distancing yourself from this relationship or from these relationships, as you choose positivity, as you take time for yourself away from drama, you are opening the curtains so that the universe can shine blessings down into your life experience. All right, so make sure that you do take time for yourself. If you are nervous or unsure about distancing yourself from these people or ending these connections, take one day, see how it feels to slowly distance yourself. Take a couple days away and see how much lighter you feel, how much brighter your environment becomes. You'll see yourself really be able to absorb the blessings in your life, and you'll feel a lot more positive. You'll feel a lot more positivity coming into your life experience day by day as you surround yourself with positivity, and also as you remove yourself from the negativity. It's going to be like lifting a weight off of your shoulders. So your next oracle card is that death will come. And this card is in the reverse as well. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are really resisting this energy of ending these connections. For a lot of you, ending these connections and coming to the realization that you might need to distance yourself from these individuals, it's kind of like a tower moment for you guys, meaning that it's a sudden change that was unexpected, and somehow in a way it was very unwelcome as well. So for a lot of you guys, you need to be able to accept the fact that relationships, connections do end. There is often a time and a season for each of our connections, and in order for them not to become stagnant, for it not to become filled with negativity, it is important to know when to detach yourself, when to end those connections, when they are no longer to your benefit, when they're no longer serving you in a positive way. Also, when you're constantly having arguments, fights, when you're constantly having negative interactions with people, that is a sign that you need to distance yourself from those connections, or that those connections may not any longer be serving you in the way that they were once in the past. So Libra, it's going to be a lot easier on you and on your emotional health if you take some time away and accept the endings that are bringing themselves into 2021. Accept that relationships do end, that there is a time when you might need to disconnect from certain people that you may have felt like you imagine being in your life forever, or you imagine being in your life for a longer period of time. All right. Sometimes it is best for your health, for your mental health, and for your well-being when you detach from individuals and energy that is bringing you down. Also, with your last card, Outsider, Misfit, Loner, Wanderer. This is giving me a lot of insight into your thoughts and why it is that you're resisting leaving these relationships behind or distancing yourself from these connections. And with this oracle card, Outsider, this has to do with relationships, even though it may not seem like it, as it is about someone who is without relationships, someone who may identify themselves as a loner or a misfit or wanderer. What this card is really signifying is that you are scared of being alone. You're scared of being to yourself, by yourself, without a support group to be able to support you along life's journey. And the universe wants to let you know that it is time for you to make a connection, a deeper connection with the universe. It's important to be able to stand alone and not to fear feeling like an outcast or feeling like a loner or as if you have no support. There are times in life when it's very important to be able to stand alone. And there are often times when you might be the misfit because you don't want to be a part of the drama, where you might be the loner because you don't want to be a part of the group that's tearing everyone down, or where you might have to wander for a little while before you find your soul family. So the universe wants to encourage you to do what's right for you, no matter what everyone else might be doing. And that, being a loner or being on your own is not always a bad thing. As a matter of fact, it can be a time where you learn how to support yourself without the support of others, so that you can learn what you need and what's best for you and you alone. All right, so pile 3, that is your reading. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you'd like to be the first to hear about free readings that I do on Twitter, make sure that you follow me on Oshun's Rose. That is my Twitter account. Also, make sure that you follow me on TikTok at the Rose of Oshun, where I post lots of previews to some of my pick-a-card readings and my monthly astrology sign readings for you guys as well. Also, make sure that you're following me on Instagram, where I post lots of different information for you guys, tips, and also just things pertaining to astrology, tarot, and spiritual life that could really help support you guys as you go through this journey. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching this reading, and I will see you soon.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Love your imperfections, Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Love your imperfections,